So the next aspect of video SEO that a lot of people don't necessarily talk about near as much is video transcriptions. And this is super important today and going forward for a couple of reasons, but the most important one being that Google is trying to work to find a way to understand video, right? For the longest time, we just assumed that video was just a big chunk of code, right? That Google couldn't understand, and you had to iterate the surroundings of that code to help Google understand. So it was how you link to it, the content that you use to name it, what it's around it. Just like image search, it can't see the image in particular, so it has to make inferences about what it's about. Now, video transcriptions are actually a really cool way that Google is using to understand the video, understand the content a little more. So it's starting to pull text out of the video, and I'm going to show you specifically what that looks like. And it is something that you can influence to help your video SEO and help Google understand what your video is about. Okay, so I'm in my YouTube account. If I go up here, I'm looking at the video manager right now, and I'm just going to pick one of these videos, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click edit on this particular video. So when I go there, it gives me a couple of options. Info and settings, enhancements, annotations, and captions. You may or may not have ever clicked on this captions link, but I'm going to show you this gets really interesting when you actually start to dive in it. So up here it says add new captions or transcript, but first I'm going to click on the little English link right here, and I'm going to show you what this pulls out right here. Now I'm going to show you why this is important. So Google is actually reading the audio in the video and converting it over to text. So I'm going to take this video and I want to show you an example of what that looks like. So you go to the CC captions and you want to turn them on and you go transcribe audio. And I'll say OK, and then I'm going to play the video. So notice this text showing up here. This isn't something that we actively put in here. This is something that Google goes in, listens to the videos, and transcribes the text. So this is Google finding out what your video is actually about just by listening to it and building a text file from it. And this is what we're looking at right here. So this is the text file of what Google heard from the video, and it transcribed it to text, and it applies it back to this video. So now Google has information of what this video is about. Now you can actually edit this. You can download it, you can make changes to it, and you could resubmit it. So you can download it right here, or I can add a transcript. Now adding a transcript is actually quite a bit easier. So when you're adding a transcript, you're actually just submitting a Word file that says, here's the script for this video. Now the caption file itself actually has a timestamp associated with it. So if we look back at the caption, you can see that it applies a time to each phrase. So if you download this file, edit it, and then re-upload it, you can go through, you can tweak the keyword densities, you can add your keyword back in a little bit more to try to play with it a little bit. But if this doesn't read well, my advice to you is just download it, make some changes to it, submit it back so it actually does optimize for the keywords that you want to rank for. This is actually really cool because the other thing is that when you look at this, you can see that you have the option to actually submit more than one transcript. You can submit transcripts in different languages, which allows you to optimize for other regions. So when you're building video, make sure that after it does do the transcription, you go back, you either edit the captions themselves, or you transcribe it yourself and upload a document directly to YouTube on your behalf. That's going to give you a much cleaner view of the keywords that you want to optimize for, and it's going to give Google a much better indication of what that video is really about.